Hi, thanks for joining me for Crafternoon. Today I wanted to make faux stained glass. So what you're going to need for this project is some clear glue, some black paint, and whatever other colors you want in your stained glass. You're going to need some tape, some glass. Now I went to the dollar store and I bought a frame. And I took the glass out. I'm not sure if I'm just going to put the glass in the window like this or put it back in the frame. But you're also going to need a pattern for your stained glass. So I went online and I got a couple of different patterns. This is Starry Night. So I'm going to do this one, but I'm also going to do a more simple one. This is a Minecraft one that I printed off. So I'm gonna do the Minecraft one. So what you want to do to start is first you need to determine how much black paint you need for the lead lines in the stained glass. So you want to empty out some of your clear glue, and you can save that for later for your other colors. What you need to do for the stained glass paint is do a 2-to-1 ratio, so 2 parts glue to 1 part paint. So I'm just going to eyeball it. You can measure if you want. So I'm just going to add some black paint. So once you've added enough black paint, then you want to stir it up. Now you want to make sure, the reason why we do the 2-to-1 is you want to make sure that you have enough glue that it will stick to the glass. And you want to do it in the glue container because you have the spout to give you the controlled lines. Okay, so once you have that mixed up, you want to clean your glass with some vinegar, and that gets rid of any residue or any fingerprints. And then take your pattern and glue it on to the back of the glass. And by putting it on the back of the glass, you can use that as a guide so that you can draw on the front using the pattern. Okay, so once you have that taped on there, just turn it over and clean it with some vinegar. That way you don't have to worry about fingerprints or anything on your glass. Okay, so what you want to do is take your glue and outline the pattern. So what you want to do is use the black to outline. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the glue and outline on the black lines. Now I found that if you have the glue all the way open, the lines are a little too thick and some of the fine lines don't show up. So you just want to have it open enough that you get the fine lines, but it's not too thick that you lose the shape. And it's okay if you miss some of the spots, just go over them again. And some of the line will be thicker than the rest. You can go over the thin sections and just put a little bit more glue on those sections that seems a little light. And you can either freehand it or you can use a ruler to get the straight lines. So after you've gone over all of the black lines that you printed off with the black paint, then you want to let that sit overnight, and that will help it to set. And then the next day, then you're going to paint in between the black lines. So after you've had a chance to let the black lines dry, then it's time to prepare your paint. So just take the clear glue that you set aside when you mix the black paint, and you're going to do a mixture of 2 to 1. 2 parts glue to 1 part paint. And it doesn't really need that much paint. And then just take your paint with the glue in it. And then just paint in between the black lines. And you want to do the design on the opposite side. So you're basically painting the back, because if you overlap any of the black, if you have the back facing away from you, then you won't see that at all. And it is absolutely okay if it does show. So when the color's dry, then it will the sunlight will shine through like stained glass. And you can do any design that you want. You can go online and find stained glass patterns and just print that out. And it can be your own design, something that you have created. And you can do different brush strokes, and that will show up in your design as well. So after it's all painted, you can take the backing off. And then if you flip it over, that's what it looks like. Now there's a little bit of the adhesive from the packaging on there. You can take that off with mayonnaise or with Goo Gone. And then you can also clean the glass with vinegar and water so that there's no fingerprints on it. And you can put the glass back in a frame, or you can just put this right in the window the way it is, and the sun will shine through like stained glass.